everybody, it's Trent. So we're talking about my Mafia deck today. So when New Capenna came out, I came back to Magic, and I fell in love with the plane of New Capenna. It was just beautiful to me. Um, Best way to put New Capenna to me was I was a riveter and a broker. Both of those houses really sang to me. Everyone thought I was going to be cabaret. I don't love to party. I love the enforcement of the riveters or the riveteers. And I love honestly, I think I would have enjoyed that if they would have done both of them together, but the problem is that would have been a 5-color commander. At one point, I'm hoping we go back to New Capenna, I get a 5-color commander, and then I can really go in heck and build my Mafia deck. But pretty much all the cards that I have are from New Capenna for this deck. So, commander is Falco Spara. It used to be Pierre the Rhino, or the Pulverizer, but I didn't love his mechanic. Falco's works a lot better with the synergy I have in the deck, which is for Bant or for Broker or Bant and 1, you get a Bird Demon 3/3 flying and trample. He enters the battlefield with a shield counter on it, and you may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may cast spells from the top of your library by removing a counter from a creature you control in addition to its other cost. So pretty much you get to look at the top card of your library, and if you have a counter, that's just the next cost for it. So one way to really simply get counters, for brokers, you get Broker's Ascendancy. At the beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control and a loyalty counter on each planeswalker you control. So your board's getting bigger and your planeswalkers are getting stronger. The power of that card is sometimes lost on people because, it's just a 1/1 counter. It's a continuous effect. So it continues to spit out 1/1 counters. And that really works well with Rabble Rousing, which is 4 and a white for a Hideaway 5 enchantment. Hideaway is you look at the top 5 cards of your library, pick one, it goes under, it has to be a permanent, and then you slide the other 4 onto your deck in a random order. And when you achieve the Hideaway requirements on the card, you get that card cast for free. The Hideaway requirements are, whenever you attack with 1 or more creatures, create that many 1/1 green and white citizen creature tokens. Then if you control 10 or more creatures, you may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. So this deck wants to swing. And every time you swing, you're building up your Guardian Wall, which is a bunch of citizens that at the end of your turn are going to be 2/2s. One of my favorite things to do in this deck is make someone the public enemy. For 2 and a blue, it's an enchantment aura to enchant a creature. All creatures attack enchanted creature's controller each turn at combat at table. When a creature dies, draw a card. So pretty much you get a card draw off of it. But let's say there's a big threat out there. You can keep throwing things at them, and the person could decide not to block, but then they're taking all that damage. Or they can block and lose the enchantment. Because we're playing around with shield counters, I like Shield Broker, 3 and 2 blue. When Shield Broker enters the battlefield, put a shield counter on target non-commander creature you control. You gain control of that creature for as long as it has a shield counter on it. So you just bribe someone from their side to come over to yours. So you're dealing with, let's say, a Galta. A 12/12 Galta. You just shield countered him and brought him over to your side. Now, if you lose that shield counter, which is anytime he gets blocked or takes damage, that counter goes away. That's a problem. But you've removed the threat for a moment. Another enchantment I liked was Witness Protection. For a blue, you get an enchanted creature. Enchanted creature loses all abilities and is a green and white citizen with base power toughness 1/1 named Legitimate Business Person. He is literally a legitimate business person. There's no reason to annoy him. A fun win con for this deck is Halo Fountain. For 2 colorless and a white, you get an artifact, which is for 1 white and tap. You untap a creature you control, create a 1/1 green and white citizen. For 2 white and a tap, untap 2 target creatures, tap creatures you control, draw a card. And for 5 white and a tap, untap 15 creatures you control, you win the game. So you have to untap 15 creatures. Now, if you do that right after combat and you've made 20 or so citizens, you had 20 creatures attack, you untap them, you win the game. Because you've achieved the commandment. Hold for Ransom is a pretty fun one. Enchant creature can't block or attack until its controller pays 7. So you've put a hold of ransom on it. Its controller has to pay 7 to remove the enchantment. And if they remove the enchantment, I draw a card. Yeah. Elegant Entourage is a nice little green creature. 3 and a green for an alliance. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, your creature other than Elegant Entourage gets 1/1 against trample until end of turn. So all those citizens that you made, start giving them trample, especially when they're coming in post-combat. I mean, it's really helpful post-combat, but I mean, if you're making the small tokens off the bat, that helps, but yeah. Undercover Operative. You may have Undercover... Oh, you guys can't see that. Undercover Operative. You may have Undercover Operative come to the copy of any other creature if you except it enters with a shield counter on it if you controlled that creature. For 2 and 2 blue. This is a very silly deck. It's never won. I literally just make deals the entire game, messing with people, and it's for me. It's the fact of we're in the slow part of the night. We need something just to get through, and we just need some silliness, and that's what this deck brings. So I hope you enjoyed. Have yourselves a great day. I'll catch you in the next video.